Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Tries a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Yamal! Oh, brilliant from Yamal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me does...
Chance, surely! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he's quick to get rid. And that is not finding anyone. Knocks it into space. The muscular approach does pay off here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that is expertly dealt with. Spain with the corner, they're first. Madrid are looking to go forward now. That's a nicely shaped ball. Now he's... Oh, a gilt edge and a chance! And he's gone looking for safety. Pass somewhat off target.
Fabian Ruiz.
He's through here. He is through here. Well, now here's a good battle. But he's having a shot! Goal, Spain! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Spain with the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And he's managed to get free. Al-Kubas tries one from range. That was quite a hit. And he's quick to snatch it back. Morata. And he's intervened well there. Mbappe.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Rodri with the clearance. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Camavinga. That's been cut out, well played. Threads one in.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He's picked his way through. That has been cut short.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's found a way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That has not gone well. Yamal does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Eder Militao deals with that comfortably. That has ended up in no man's land. Now, can they get him away? And he cuts out the supply.
Fabian Ruiz.
Now it's Yamal. Vinicius Junior. Fabian Ruiz. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And he has been fouled there. Well, that pass isn't the best. Tries to pass it through. Pedri. And they've got a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. It's a pretty loose pass. 5 minutes till the break. And he's picked out the run. He's got away. He's onside. Spain have it back and can go again. Chouameni. Oh, they could be caught out here. He's a sharp little ball here. And the pass is intercepted. Fabian Ruiz.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Not the most accurate pass. And it's been hooked away. And it's half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. And we are up to the break.
Well, I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And so the action is resumed.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Carvajal. And it's Valverde. Spain can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Valverde. Chouameni. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, super find. And that pass just didn't quite work. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Looking to play him in. Great ball and he's in, goes for a shot! And it's in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So again, we have parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exact.
Chance for a shot! And that's a sharp finish. And the comeback is complete. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
No, that was never going to make it. Grimaldo calmly anticipates. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Al Kubasi makes the interception. Madrid have hit a quick-fire double here, And are ahead now by the odd goal in 5. Oh, no joy this time. Rodri. Fabian Ruiz. That's going wide left. Valverde. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Kubasi. And it's Ruiz. Spread it left. And it's Grimaldo. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Spain really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He has found the way through. And he lines up a cross. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Valverde. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
The ball goes in. Courtois deals with that nice and simple.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Fabian Ruiz. Oh, that's ambitious. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
This ended up in no man's land. That pass has been well intercepted. Rodri, tidy with his distribution. Was somewhat off target. That's a little off target. That's a lovely, neat pass. Chouameni.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Fabian Ruiz. Well read, nice interception. Over to the right flank. Can he get on the end of this? That's rather hopeful. And the goalkeeper watches it past. And he's managed to get rid. Valverde. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe. Lovely bit of skill.
That's a shame, because it was such a good decision.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. And that is as far as it goes. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Mbappe voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
Well, I've just got to give them great credit for the way in which they've managed to turn this around. Going behind seemed to strengthen their resolve.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We're up and running then. Just about within shooting range. An early chance there, first of the game.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's...
And he shoots! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Fabian Ruiz. That's a little off target. And that is a little undercooked. Nico Williams has the space to scheme. Goes for a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Spain with the corner, they're first. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Nicely weighted ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Madrid clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Can he get onto this? Howson promptly onto that, and that is that. And that is out of play. Now, can they get him away? And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Pass somewhat off target. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He's having a hit! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Looking to play him in, and he was quick to react. Fabian Ruiz. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. He's shifting through the gears here. Williams. He is through here. And he's quick to return it.
Madrid really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And here's Yamal.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Aimed at the far side. Vinicius Junior. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, well measured. Yamal. Morata finding himself in space. Madrid have got it back and they'll have another go. Ball looks a good one. That has not gone well. And he cuts out the supply. Valverde. He's found a way through. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Pedri. He's looking wide. Carvajal does really well to win the ball there. Valverde. That's going wide left. That's a sharp pass. Morata! Denied by an instinctive save.
Morata actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. There's the header! Oh, terrible mistake.
Morata.
That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So, third corner of the game. Oh, good climb! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Grimaldo. And he's intervened well there. Well read, nice interception. Rodri. And this is Morata. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That's a look and place it forward. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And it's Porro. And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Madrid unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Madrid really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Fran Garcia. Some resolute defending there. It's a pretty loose pass. Bellingham. Looking for the run. Now it's Rodrigo. Can he get it through? Mbappe is flagged offside. Camavinga. That's an imaginative pass. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Spain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And this is Morata. Brilliantly cut out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And here's Rodrigo. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Well, they can break here. Now it's Pedri, and he's worked it through. Well, that's well spotted. Valverde. Camavinga. Madrid still trailing by one, and looking here to take it up a notch after the break.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And there's the shot! Goal! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they want another.
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Threads one in. Aimed beyond the defence.
There they go, hunting again.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And it's Garcia. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Camavinga. Oh, easy pickings there. Spread out to the left. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Madrid can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
He shifted it to the flank. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, important interception. That has ended up in no man's land. Pedri. And he's in on goal. Camavinga. Rodri kept his eye on it, and he's there. Tries to play it through. Real chance! Goal! Spain! And they've got their lead back. Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Bellingham.
Madrid really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Not the most accurate pass. Looking for options for movement. Well, this could be it, past something close to a minor miracle.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's got away. That is good alertness.
Spain really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Grimaldo. Now it's Rodrigo. He's a sharp little ball here. Unai Simon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Fabian Ruiz. Now that looks a decent ball, and that was asking for too much. And that is that. Madrid were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Madrid lost their way after falling behind early. Their concentration was weakened and their character, and that's cause for address.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. And he's certainly onside here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, it's Morata! Threads one in.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, the centre of midfield, Peter, is where battles are won and lost. So I see Rodri as a player who can dominate his midfield position. He's
applies the finish! And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Howson. Well read, nice interception. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Mbappe receives it in a wide position. And the shot! It's there! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Spain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Fabian Ruiz. Paris ended up in no man's land. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Valverde. Spain are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players who are very eager to take that on.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Yamal carries the ball down the right. Oh, that's ambitious! Fran Garcia. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Mbappe gets into a good position. Foot in. Howson defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. It's played through for him. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Chouameni. Fran Garcia. Now, can they get him away? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Pedri.
Might want to be careful there.
He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. No, that's been intercepted. Vinicius Junior. Fabian Ruiz. Eder Militao cuts out the pass. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's delightful. He has a look up. Shot, surely! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Delivery from Dani Carvajal. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Morata. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Yamal is in a really good position out wide. Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. He's a sharp little ball here. Kubasu. Morata. Yamal. He's picked his way through. Morata! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps, the only things lacking. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Madrid leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. Back on the way then. Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. Madrid presented with a golden opportunity here. So this to extend their lead. He's missed!
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Camavinga. He won't be happy with that one. Some resolute defending there. He's good running with the ball. Can he get it through? Oh, good take and a shot at goal! Well taken goal. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing. Madrid really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure, and
the shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Spain certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Howson gathers from the goal kick. Carvajal. And they're on him in a flash. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And the finish! And that's a tiny finish. Again they hit the front. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Short changes him with that pass. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Spain really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Fran Garcia. Chouameni. Over to the right flank. And it's Carvajal. It's a pretty loose pass. That has been slung wide. And this is Morata. It's Morata! And yes, it's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So again, we had parity.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback. And this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly. The cross. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bellingham. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's going wide left. Great vision.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And he cuts out the supply. Camavinga. Morata. Lunin gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Yamal! Another one of football's and how moments.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Fabian Ruiz!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Cross needs to be good. And he's cut it out. Well, that pass isn't the best. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And no surprise, that's a booking. Searching pass he's played there.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Can he latch on to this? Pass somewhat off target. And that is expertly dealt with. Oh, easy pickings there. Tries to play it through. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Not the most accurate pass. And this is Morata. He's looking wide. Oh, that's great chance! He's got away with one there.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Bellingham tries to clear. That has not gone well. And this is Morata. And that is as far as it goes. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. Bellingham taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, the Spanish really have been churning out some genuine quality at left-back, and this guy, Alex Grimaldo, is another one of them. I think the modern game has allowed him to do what fullbacks are doing generally. They're thriving in terms of getting forward, getting into deep opposition space, and he's one that can't resist any opportunity to make those penetrating runs.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. He's shifted it to the flank. Now it's Williams. Great ball if he can get there. That's put paid to the danger. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. That's going wide left. That has been cut short. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Pass somewhat off target. Couldn't squeeze it through. Spread it left. Nico Williams has the space to scheme. He's having a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Spain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's heaved it away. That'll be a throw-in. Sends it crossfield. And it's Grimaldo. That's an imaginative pass. Shoots! And that is wildly off target.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Senegal are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Spread neatly. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Grimaldo looking to play it into the box. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Not the most accurate pass. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Nicely weighted ball, and he's picked out the run. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's picked his... It's Morata! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, shooting chance! It's off target and by quite a way. Now, can they get him away? And it's made its way to him. And he's forced to go back. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And he's intervened well there. Rodri. Searching pass he's played there. Unai Simon clears without hesitation. Pau Kubasi kept his eye on it, and he's there. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Tries to pass it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, what a stop! Had to be at his very best. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Morata. That's a good ball out wide. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Pau Kubasi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he's running through. And the finish! Rodri. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So between them, no goals at all so far.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. So the action resumes.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
That has ended up in no man's land.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. pinches it off him, looking to play him in. Looking for the run. Oh, that's a key interception. Can he get on the end of this? Rodri. That is good alertness. Turns back here, probably the best option. Spread out to the left. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous. Looking for the far post. Oh, important interception. Nil-nil still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Yamal. He's shifting through the gears here. Morata! He's got away with one there. Forced to go back. It's a good spell of possession, this. That has not gone well. So we've reached the hour mark. Looking for options for movement. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Yamal. Knocks it into space. Yamal. This looks promising. There's the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Spain really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Aimed beyond the defence. Threads one in, and he's worked it through. He is through here! And he's been shifted off it. Pedri. And he has been fouled there. Perilously close.
Might want to be careful there.
Can he get it through? He's having a pop! Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Senegal's free kick then. This is a great chance to take a lead. And he's going direct. Oh, crossbar!
Well, conceding free kicks in areas like that are an invitation to the set-piece technicians. They have to cut this out.
He's gone for goal! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. There's the header! And that's a sharp finish. That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
And he's in on goal. Tries one from range. And that is doing no harm at all.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Now it's Morata. No, that's been intercepted. And here's Yamal. He's got away.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And it's been given away. And he was quick to react. Oh, what has happened here? That's good pressing, squeezing the play. No, it's come to nothing. Senegal leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. He's beat. Big chance! And that would have been some goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
It's their second corner of the game. Fabian Ruiz! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. There's a sharp little ball here. I think we're just about done here.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, that's well spotted. Now, that looks a decent ball. And he cuts out the supply. Rodri. Now he's got space here. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Opts for safety. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. It's a really well-measured ball. He's in plenty of space here. Al-Kubasi clears it away. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think this was a game that served to show just how effective set pieces can be. Sometimes you have to rely on them when nothing else seems to be working for you, and this was exactly that.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.